In the bustling chaos of Lagos State, southwestern region of Nigeria, deep inside Oshodi, a man once ruled the parks and streets like a king without a crown. His name was Rasaq Bello, but everybody called him Hamburger. He was feared. He was respected. He was untouchable, until the day the empire he built with blood and loyalty came crashing down in gunfire. This is the real-life story of Rasaq Hamburger Bello. His rise, his reign, and his violent fall. Rasaq Bello was born and raised in Lagos. Like many youths in Oshodi during the late 80s and early 90s, he grew up surrounded by poverty, hustle, and street survival. Oshodi was not just a transport hub, it was a jungle. Boys became men quickly, and men became legends, or corpses. Bello's nickname, Hamburger, came from his early days selling snacks and food to bus drivers. But hunger soon gave way to ambition, and ambition led him into the powerful National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW. NURTW was more than a union. It was a political machine, a street army, and a fortune-making empire. To rise, you had to fight, literally. Hamburger fought, and he won, again and again. By the late 90s, he had carved out territory in Oshodi. He controlled ticketing, loading bays, and loyal boys who would do anything for him. Hamburger's power grew as Lagos politics became more violent. Politicians discovered that whoever controlled the parks controlled the crowds and the votes. And Hamburger controlled crowds. He aligned himself with powerful political figures, providing supporters during campaigns, a polite word for street muscle. In return, he got protection, contracts, and political blessings. Soon, Hamburger became chairman of the tricycle operators, a factional leader of the NURTW in Oshodi, while the state chairman of NURTW at that time was Tajuddin Agbede. His word was law. Disobedience meant disappearance. His boys collected daily levies, enforced order, and made sure no rival operated on his turf. And yet, to many local people, Hamburger was a hero. He gave jobs. He paid school fees for the poor. He sponsored football tournaments. He ruled Oshodi with a mix of fear and loyalty, and that made him powerful and dangerous. With power came enemies. The NURTW was divided into factions, and Oshodi was the crown jewel. Hamburger's rise put him in direct conflict with other powerful union leaders in the area. Fights broke out regularly, violent, bloody clashes in broad daylight. Stones gave way to bottles. Bottles gave way to machetes. Machetes gave way to guns. Each faction had its political backers, so the street fights were really power struggles between politicians, fought by their loyal thugs. Hamburger survived multiple assassination attempts. Each one made him more paranoid and more brutal. But as the 2000s arrived, Oshodi was changing. The Lagos state government wanted peace. They started cracking down on union violence. And within the NURTW, a new generation was rising, one that wanted Hamburger gone. On May 29, 2017, during the All Progressives Congress, APC councillorship primary election, Oshodi exploded. It was a local celebration day, the kind of event where rival factions often came close. Tension was high. Words were exchanged. Then bullets answered. Gunshots rang out near the Shogunle area, a suburb in Lagos State. In the chaos, Rasaq Hamburger Bello was shot in the chest. He collapsed, surrounded by his stunned loyalists. The once feared lion of Oshodi lay still. By the time he reached the hospital, he was gone, dead at the height of his power, killed not by outsiders, but by the same system he helped build. His death sent shockwaves through Oshodi. Markets shut down. NURTW suspended activities. Hundreds attended his burial in tears and fear. After Hamburger's death, the Lagos government moved fast. They banned celebratory gunshots, tightened NURTW rules, and warned against revenge attacks. His followers were scattered. Some were absorbed into other factions. Some disappeared. Some quietly left the streets altogether. But even today, the name Hamburger echoes in Oshodi. To some, he was a monster, a thug who fueled chaos and fear. To others, he was a legend, a man who rose from nothing, gave jobs, and defended his people. His story is the story of many Lagos street kings: rise through violence, rule through fear, fall through betrayal. Rasaq Hamburger Bello ruled Oshodi with fists of iron. But power built only on fear never lasts. He fought for the streets. But in the end, the streets took him. If you dream of power, learn from Hamburger. Build something that can outlive you, not something that dies with you. This has been The Rise and Fall of Rasaq Hamburger Bello. If you found this story eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more untold Nigerian street stories.